Peace and blessings, everyone. It's time for her story. Well, continuing. Okay, I was talking about my grandmother pressing her hair. Well, pressing her hair meant using Crisco oil. Was it Crisco? Maybe it was Crisco, or it was lard. Well, yeah, not oil. Sorry, it was lard. It was white. And I believe it was in a green and white container. Not container. Green and white little kind of like the margarine butter, the way it's packaged. And yeah, it was lard. It was white, very greasy, but it made our hair shine and it made our hair grow. But yeah, it's actually cooking grease, what have you. Anyway, yeah, so when grandma would press our hair, you couldn't tell us nothing. We were the cutest little thing that you would see. And mom would always put like ribbons. She would like divide it like maybe two ponytails, and there'd be ribbons on each side. I always like to pick my favorite colors. Favorite color is blue. If you don't know, I'm going to let you know now. And I love my mom's favorite color, which is lavender. Well, actually, any color of purple. For me, any color of blue. Any shade of blue. Shade, sorry. Okay, and oh, and then there were times that we would go two doors down to Miss Mary's house, Miss Mary Turner. She was a pastor, an evangelist or a pastor. But I do recall going to her house, and we would have Bible study. Her house was actually like a church. I believe it had, like pews in the church. Yeah, there were pews in her house, and it was pretty awesome. And Grandma, interesting. Grandma taught us songs, you know, old spirituals, gospel spirituals. Those songs that had so much meaning, and they still do to this day. Okay, yes. One of those songs was it went like, okay. Well, my grandma's behind that mountain. I said my grandma's behind that mountain. My grandma's behind that mountain where the chill cold wind don't blow. Well, you would just say each person's name. Like next, you would say grandpa's name, and then you would say like your mother, your father. Yeah, it was pretty. What's the word? Heartfelt song. Very heartfelt, and yeah, that was another fun thing that we do. And that was like throughout the week. That wasn't just Sundays. Sunday we were in Grace Chapel every Sunday. Um, but we would go to Miss Mary's house also. And yeah, and looking back on the times that we would go to, it was called center, going to the center. When we would go Monday, Wednesday, throughout the week, the girls and then the boys. But there was one thing that they had that I will never ever forget. They would have these trash bags of donuts, and they were glazed donuts, and I mean you could win them. We would play games, and you could win the donuts, and boy oh boy, I was making sure I was winning. Huh? That was some fun times. Those were some fun times. Yes. Okay. So that and grandpa, grandma, being at grandma's house. Yes. And then we would. Oh, one of the fun things that we would do is, well, I didn't really